Let me show you something real quick. Go to Google right now, type in roofing company and the name of your city. What comes up? There's a map. And underneath that map, there are three listings, three businesses, just three. That's the three pack. And those three spots are some of the most valuable digital real estate in existence for a local contractor. Because here's what's actually happening when a homeowner does that search. They're not scrolling down to the paid ads first. They're not clicking on the organic website results. They're looking at that map. They're looking at those three names, those star ratings, those review counts, and in about 4 seconds, they're picking one of them to call. If you're not in those three spots, you are completely invisible to that homeowner. They're not going to scroll down and find you. They found who they needed. They're calling one of those three businesses right now. And that business is booking a job that could have been yours. I'm going to show you exactly how to get into those three spots in this video, and then I'm going to show you the fastest way to build the review count that keeps you there and makes you the obvious choice when someone sees your listing. My name is Milo. We run Epic Contractor Agency, and we work specifically with contractors doing $500,000 to $5 million a year. The Google Maps 3-pack and the review strategy I'm going to walk you through today is something we've implemented for contractors across multiple trades and multiple markets. It absolutely works. Let's get into it. Here's the thing about Google Maps that most people fundamentally misunderstand. They think it works like a directory. Like Google just lists all the businesses in a city and puts the oldest one or the biggest one at the top. That's not how it works at all. Google Maps is a search engine, and like any search engine, it has an algorithm. And that algorithm is making a decision every single time someone does a search. It's deciding, out of all the contractors in this area, which three are we going to put in front of this homeowner right now? And the factors that go into that decision are very specific. There are essentially three pillars that Google uses to decide your map's ranking. They call them relevance, distance, and prominence. Relevance is about whether your Google business profile clearly communicates what you do. If someone searches HVAC repair and your profile is vague or incomplete, Google isn't confident you're actually an HVAC company, so it doesn't show you. Distance is about proximity. Google will generally favor businesses that are geographically closer to the person searching. You can't always control this, but there are ways to work around it that I'll get to. Prominence is the big one. This is about how well known and trusted your business appears to be, both online and off. Reviews are a huge part of this. So are citations, which are mentions of your business name, address, and phone number across the internet. So is your website authority. So is how active and complete your Google business profile is. Most contractors I talk to have a Google business profile that is maybe 40% complete. They put their name, their phone number, their address, and that's it. No services listed, no photos uploaded, no posts, no Q&A filled out, and then they wonder why they're not showing up. Google is trying to decide whether to put your business in front of thousands of homeowners, and you've given it almost no information to work with. So it defaults to the businesses that have given it more to work with. Simple as that. Let me walk you through a real example so you can see what this actually looks like when you fix it. Landscaping company. Been in business 7 years, doing about $750,000 a year, mostly word of mouth and some repeat customers, but they wanted to grow and they were barely showing up on Google at all. When you searched their main service keywords in their city, they were showing up on page 2 or 3 of the maps results, meaning for all practical purposes, invisible. We did a full audit of their Google business profile. Here's what we found. Their business category was set to landscaper. That's it, one category. But they also did lawn maintenance, irrigation installation, hardscaping, and seasonal cleanup. Google had no idea. We added 6 additional relevant categories, immediately more signals that this business is relevant to more searches. Their services section was completely empty. We built it out with every single service they offer, each with a description that naturally included the words homeowners actually search for. Weekly lawn maintenance in Orlando, paver patio installation Orlando, sprinkler system installation and repair, each one written the way a homeowner would actually search for it. Their photos section had 4 photos. 4. All of them were the company logo and one blurry picture of a truck. We uploaded 47 photos over the first 3 weeks. Job site photos, before and after shots, team photos, equipment photos, completed project galleries. Google loves fresh, relevant photos. They signal that this is an active, legitimate business. Their description section, the part where you can write a paragraph about your business, was blank. We wrote a 750-word description that naturally included their city name, their surrounding service areas, their main services, and language that matched what their ideal customers were actually searching for. We also built out their Q&A section. Google lets anyone ask questions on your profile, and anyone can answer them, including you. We pre-populated it with the 12 most common questions their customers ask and answered every one of them thoroughly. Then we fixed their citations. They had inconsistent information across the internet. Their address was listed slightly differently on Yelp, on Angie, on their old Yellow Pages listing, on 3 other directories. Name, address, phone number needs to be identical everywhere. We cleaned all of it up. 11 weeks after doing all of this, no ads, no new website, nothing else changed. They were in the top 3 results for their primary keywords in their city. Inbound calls went from maybe 8 or 9 a month from Google to 34 a month. Entirely organic, 0 ad spend. Here's your first action, and you can do this today. Log into your Google business profile. It's at business.google.com, and go through every single section. Work through this list. Business categories. Your primary category should be your main service. Then add every relevant secondary category. Don't add categories that have nothing to do with your business. Google can penalize you for that. But if you do 5 different things, list all 5. Services section. Every service you offer. Give each one a name and a description. Write those descriptions the way a homeowner would search for them. Include your city naturally where it makes sense. In the photos section, minimum 20 to 25 photos to start. Before and after shots are gold. Real job site photos. Photos of your team. Photos of your equipment. Upload new ones every 2 to 3 weeks going forward. Google timestamps your photos, and fresh content signals that you're an active business. Business description. Write a genuine 500 to 750 word description of what you do, who you serve, where you operate, and what makes you different. Include your city and the surrounding areas you serve. Do not stuff keywords awkwardly. Write it like a human. Just be specific about your location and services. In the Q&A section, go in and ask the questions yourself from a personal Google account, then answer them from your business account. What are the 10 questions you get asked most on the phone? Answer all of them there. In the posts section, Google Business Profile lets you post updates, offers, and photos, just like a social media platform. Post at least once a week. Completed projects, seasonal offers, tips, anything relevant. This signals activity to the algorithm. Doing all of this alone will move your ranking. It won't happen overnight. We're usually seeing meaningful movement within 6 to 10 weeks, but it will move, and it compounds over time. Here's something that frustrates me every time I see it. I've talked to contractors who've been in business for 10, 12, 15 years. They've done thousands of jobs, genuinely good work, happy customers, and they have 23 Google reviews. Meanwhile, their competitor who's been in business for 3 years has 340 reviews and is showing up above them in every single local search. And it's not because that competitor is doing better work. It's because they have a system for getting reviews, and the first contractor doesn't. Here's the reality of reviews. Customers who have a great experience, and I mean a genuinely great experience, really happy, everything went perfectly, will think about leaving a review and then not do it. Not because they don't want to, because life is busy. They got distracted. They forgot. The moment passed. Customers who have a bad experience, they will find your Google listing at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday and leave you a 1-star review with 3 paragraphs of detail, because frustration is a much stronger motivator than satisfaction. So if you have no system for collecting reviews, what you end up with is a skewed picture. A handful of glowing reviews from your most enthusiastic customers, a couple of negative ones that are disproportionately visible, and a review count that doesn't reflect the actual quality and volume of work you've done over the years. And every homeowner looking at your listing is making a judgment call based on that skewed picture. The fix is not complicated, but it does require a system because hoping customers leave reviews on their own, which is what most contractors do, is not a strategy, it's a wish. Here's a real one. HVAC company, family owned, really good reputation in their community. The owner has been doing this for 18 years. Everyone in the area knew the name, but they only had 31 Google reviews. And one of their main competitors, a newer company, had 280. So every homeowner searching for HVAC in that city was seeing this established, trusted company with 31 reviews sitting next to a newer company with 280 reviews. And the perception, even if it was wrong, was that the newer company was more reliable, more popular, more trustworthy. We implemented a review generation system. Here's exactly what it was. Step one was timing. The single most important thing about asking for a review is when you ask. The best moment is right at the end of the job, when the technician is still on site and the customer is at peak satisfaction. Job is done. Problem is solved. Customer is relieved and happy. That is the exact moment you ask. We train their technicians on one simple script. When the job is complete, before they pack up and leave, they say, "Really glad we could get that sorted for you today. If you're happy with the work, it would mean a lot if you left us a quick Google review. It helps other homeowners find us, and it helps the business. I can text you a direct link right now if that's helpful." That's it. Friendly, not pushy, not begging, just a genuine ask in the right moment with an offer to make it easy. Step two was the link. They set up a direct link, a short custom URL that takes customers straight to the Google review box. No searching for the business, no navigating through Google Maps. Just click the link and the review box is open. That link got texted to every customer immediately after the technician made the ask. Step three was the automated follow-up. If a customer didn't leave a review within 24 hours, they got one automated text the next day. "Hey Josh, this is Ben from A Plus Heating and Cooling. Just wanted to follow up and say thanks again for trusting us with your AC replacement. If you get a chance, that review link is still here whenever you're ready. No pressure at all, just appreciate you." One ask in person, one follow-up text. That's the whole system. In 90 days, they went from 31 reviews to 125. They jumped from outside the three-pack to the second position in the three-pack for their primary keywords, and their inbound call volume from organic Google search nearly tripled. Same business, same work quality, same everything. Just a system for capturing the goodwill that was already there. There's a piece of the review strategy that almost every recontractor misses completely, and it has two separate consequences, one for your rankings and one for your conversions. When a homeowner leaves you a review, good or bad, and you don't respond to it, two things happen. First, Google notices. Google factors review response rate and recency into your local rankings. Businesses that actively engage with their reviews signal to Google that they're present, legitimate, and customer focused. Businesses that ignore their reviews send the opposite signal. Second, the next homeowner who is considering calling you reads your reviews before they decide. And they're not just reading the reviews, they're reading your responses. When they see that you responded to every review, thanked people personally, addressed concerns professionally, that builds enormous trust. When they see a page of reviews with 0 responses, it feels like nobody's home. And then there's the negative review situation. Every contractor gets them eventually. A difficult customer, a misunderstanding, something that went wrong. And the temptation is to either ignore it, get defensive, or try to fight it. None of those work. What works is a calm, professional response that acknowledges the concern, offers to make it right, and takes the conversation offline. Because here's the thing. The negative review is almost never actually about you and the person who left it. It's a performance for every future customer who reads it. How you respond tells those future customers far more about your business than the negative review itself does. I've seen contractors respond to a 1-star review in a genuinely professional, empathetic way and have homeowners call them specifically because of how they handled it. I saw how you responded to that bad review, and it actually made me want to hire you. That happens more than you'd think. Quick one on this because I think it makes the point better than anything I can explain in theory. Painting company we work with, they got a 1-star review from a homeowner who was unhappy about a scheduling delay. Job got pushed back 2 weeks because of a materials issue. The homeowner was frustrated and left a review that was pretty harsh. The owner's first instinct was to respond and explain that it wasn't his fault. The supplier had delayed the materials. Defensive, focused on being right. We coached him to respond differently. He wrote something like, "Thank you for taking the time to share this. You're right that the delay was frustrating, and I completely understand why. We should have communicated more proactively about the timeline, and that's on us. I'd love the chance to make this right. Please reach out to me directly at this number, and I'll make sure we take care of you." 3 days later, a different homeowner called them and specifically said she saw that response and it convinced her to hire them over 3 other painters she was considering. Anyone can be nice when everything goes right. I wanted to see how you handle it when it doesn't. That one response probably generated $6,000 in revenue, and it cost nothing except 2 minutes to write it. 2 actions to finish today, and both of them are things you can implement before the end of this week. Action 1, build your review request process. Train every person on your team who interacts with customers at job completion to make the ask. Give them the script. Keep it simple, keep it genuine, make it part of the closing routine, just like collecting payment. Then set up a direct review link. Google makes this easy. Go into your Google business profile, click Ask for Reviews, and it generates a shareable link. Put that link in a text template on your phone right now. Then set up one automated follow-up text for anyone who doesn't leave a review within 24 hours. Most CRMs, Go High Level, Service Titan, Jobber, can do this automatically. If you're not on a CRM yet, you can do it manually to start. The system matters more than the tool. Action 2, set a calendar reminder to respond to every review within 24 hours. Good reviews and bad ones. For good reviews, don't just say thanks, be specific. Mention the job type, mention the homeowner's name if they used it, mention something genuine. Really glad we could get your roof sorted before the rainy season. Appreciate you trusting us with it. For negative reviews, stay calm, be professional, acknowledge the frustration, offer to resolve it offline. Never argue, never explain defensively, just be human. Do this consistently for 90 days and you will see your maps ranking move. Guaranteed. All right, here's everything we went through today. If you want to get into the Google Maps 3-pack, and you should, because those 3 spots are generating 30 to 50 inbound calls a month for the contractors sitting in them. Here's what you need to do. Complete your Google business profile fully. Not halfway, not mostly, fully. Every section, every category, every service. Fresh photos every 2 to 3 weeks, weekly posts, Q&A filled out, citations consistent everywhere on the internet. Build a review generation system, not a hope they leave one strategy, an actual system. Ask at the right moment, make it easy with a direct link, send one follow-up, and do it for every single job you complete from this point forward. And respond to every review, good and bad, promptly, personally, professionally, because your responses are being read by future customers right now, and they are making hiring decisions based on what they see. None of this is complicated. None of it requires a big budget. It requires consistency and a system, and most of your competitors are not doing it properly, which means there's a massive opportunity sitting right in front of you right now. In the next video, I'm going to go even deeper on this. I'm going to show you the exact citation building strategy we use to help contractors rank in cities outside of where their office is located. If you do any work in surrounding towns or suburbs, that one is going to be really valuable for you. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And if you want us to build your entire local domination strategy for you, the Google Business Profile Optimization, the review system, the citations, all of it built into your Epic Leads funnel, there's a link in the description to book a free strategy call. We'll look at exactly where you stand right now in your market and show you what it would take to get you into that 3-pack. I'll see you in the next one.